If you're attractive or have a friendly face, people assume you're good, trustworthy, nice, smart, someone worth knowing. But if it's the opposite, if something about you feels off, if you stand out too much, they automatically assume the worst. That you're trouble, that you're dangerous, that they'd rather cross the street than get too close to you. It's not a choice, it just happens.
Oh no! Hey, you know that conversation we had about judging a book by its cover? I'm judging and I think I'm in danger.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play day 2 of Bajo, las Rosas. If you ask someone what's the first thing that comes to mind when they hear the word love, they'll probably say something like hearts, butterflies, rings, the color red, roses. That's normal, I guess. After all, since we were kids, we've been taught to see it that way. We see it in movies, in books, in songs, and it's not wrong. In a way, it's comforting to think that love looks that beautiful, that it can even feel tangible. But there are also people who answer with their favorite food, some 80s rock band, their pet, or someone's name. The person they love more than anything in the world. Ooh. My face and clothes are completely covered in dirt and mud. At least it's a feeling I've already grown used to. With one last look, I make sure all of my roses are properly planted. It's not that they're different. They're the same ones. I brought them with me, roots and all. But here they look more faded. I've never seen them like this before. I know I miss our home too, but I promise we only moved for your sake. Maybe with some fertilizer they'll perk up, though it might take me a while to get. I'm sorry. At that moment, last night's incident crosses my mind. I still feel incredibly sad about my poor Rose, but I don't want to cry anymore.
Nothing about the cute guy that broke into your house?
And I know that no matter how hard I try, there's nothing left to save. The silence in the garden feels heavier than usual. Someone's watching me. I always feel like somebody's watching me. Okay, I'll stop. Without lifting my head, I scan my surroundings with my eyes. It isn't hard. A couple of floors up, behind a window, a small silhouette peeks through some worn pink curtains.
I just lift up my arms like it's Dark Souls and go, well, what is it?
A child? When they notice my gaze, the shadow clumsily vanishes, slamming the curtain shut. What curious neighbors.
You're not going to say anything about the neighbor that knew how to decorate your room exactly as you used to have it?
I get up, carefully brushing the dirt from my clothes, making sure not to soil my bandages. Rin. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name before. How strange. Maybe I should have thanked him more properly for his help,
and, for making you dinner.
But I'm not exactly good with words. Maybe I could buy him something. There's not much else to do, so after checking for the 100th time that everything in the garden is fine, I head back into my apartment to change. My thoughts go quiet, and the only thing I can hear is the annoying ticking of the clock.
That clock's going to get thrown across the room.
I hate that sound. I need to get out of here.
Or turn off the clock.
The cold wind hits my nose and messes up my hair. It's getting late, and the sun is already starting to set. But I was going to lose my mind if I stayed there any longer. Besides, this might be a good chance to explore the area. I haven't really gone out much these past few days. I've been too focused on getting my apartment in order. But now, that's not an issue anymore, thanks to my neighbor. I guess I can take a break. The streets are mostly empty. Maybe because of the time, or maybe because it's a weekday. I'm not really going anywhere in particular. Honestly, I'm not even sure where I am. Maybe I should... Kai! I freeze.
Kai?
A woman's voice calls out loudly from behind me. Hey, Kai! That voice. It sounds familiar. No way! I turn around, scanning the shadows between the trees. And then a female figure appears, walking quickly towards me. Her hair sways in the wind, and the poor lighting makes it hard to see her face. What the... Kai! Cute. She stops just a few steps in front of me, and I finally get a good look at her face, just as surprised as mine. That hair, that voice and eyes. Leah? It can't be. What is she doing here? I tried to escape my old life. It's really you. It's really you, Kai. I are not Kai. I be Espoir. My name is Espoir, Leah. I'm sorry that, even after all this time, you still can't seem to remember it. No, I didn't forget. I cut her off before she manages to say something that'll make me even more upset. That's my old name. Leah, this is getting weird. Look, don't take it the wrong way, but you're really starting to make me uncomfortable, and I'd hate to think my memory is as bad as yours. Or maybe you just have so many people in your life you can't even tell them apart anymore. No, it's not that. I swear it's not. I'm sorry. I really am. I think I got confused. Espoir, I'm sorry. You haven't changed at all, have you? I'm sorry. God, this is so ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm crying. I don't even know why. I'm sorry. I guess my body just moved on its own. It's so strange seeing you. What are you doing here? I'm living my best life, Leah. I moved nearby a few weeks ago. Though honestly, you were the last person I expected to run into, especially this far from your home. Thanks for the warm welcome. Seems like you haven't changed much either. She looks away and doesn't say anything else. But honestly, I'm surprised she's not yelling or accusing me of anything. After all, things didn't exactly end well between us. Should I say something else? It's been so long since we talked. I don't know anything about her life these past few years. But what if I say the wrong thing? What if I upset her? We'll just end up shouting at each other like last time. I didn't think I'd see you again. Though, I guess that's not necessarily a bad thing. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Because it sure didn't sound like one. Don't overthink it. Coming from you, that's actually more worrying. Oh, come on. If I wanted to hurt you, you'd already know. So does Leah need to be shunned? Maybe not punched, but does she need to be walked away from? That sounds like something a potential criminal would say. Well, if I was a criminal, I'd at least have better taste in victims. Ouch! Though I won't pretend I didn't want to kill you a couple of times. Right back at you. Well, at least honesty's still alive between us. Oh, are we frenemies? Do we hate? Are we in hate with each other? I let out a low sigh, turning my gaze away for a moment. So, are you still mad at me? Let me answer for the MC. Probably. I don't know. Classic. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie just to make you feel better. I didn't expect you to. You never did, actually. I guess that hasn't changed either. She lowers her head a little, her expression hard to read. You know, it's not like I'm someone who dwells on the past or anything, but sometimes I wonder what things might have been like if they had turned out differently. If we had... forget it. It's stupid. If it sounds dumb in my head, I don't even want to imagine how it'll sound out loud. Anyway, what brought you here? Peace, I guess. And you? What are you doing around here? An internship at a small company. Once that's over, I can finally graduate. That sounds... nice. Nice? That's all I get? I was expecting something a bit more enthusiastic. Like, wow, Leah, that's amazing. You're a genius. She throws her arms up in an exaggerated pose. You know I was never the type to boost your ego even more. Leah rolls her eyes, but then her gaze drops and she lets out a quiet sigh. Peace, huh? Never thought you and that old house would part ways. You loved it with everything you had. Don't talk about my house. Things change. She's probably going to say, you still pack up all those roses, didn't you? I hate that things change. We both go silent, eyes turned away from each other. This is awkward. My gaze drifts towards the street, hoping for a distraction, and then I see him. A silhouette amongst others. He doesn't seem particularly important at first, but I notice how the few people around him begin to look at him. Not casually. Their stares aren't simple curiosity, more like a mix of surprise and discomfort. Why are they staring at him like that? I frown and squint, trying to get a better look at his face. The wind tugs at his clothes and hair. Every step he takes seems to draw attention, even though he's not doing anything at all. Then his face comes into view.
Oh, hi.
Wait, Ren? It seems he hasn't noticed me yet.
Anyway, like I was saying, the internship's exhausting, but at least it's better than being locked up all day.
I noticed her fidgeting with one of her rings, spinning it between her fingers.
Though, of course, if my boss has had even half of a functioning brain cell, it might even feel like a dream job.
What is he doing here? Is he just shopping? Or is he looking for someone?
Can you believe they wanted an entire original collection done in less than 2 weeks?
Rin lifts his gaze, and our eyes meet. Then slowly, his eyes slide over to Leah.
I wonder if they think we're robots or something, though I guess that would explain why they're still a small company, and unlike some people...
Her voice trails off as she notices my attention isn't on her. She frowns and follows my line of sight with her eyes. Her gaze locks with Rin's.
How peculiar. Fashion really doesn't change fast. Hard to believe black hair was trending just 2 months ago.
Rin still doesn't move.
Is somebody gonna get got?
Do you know him? He's my neighbor. Rin crosses the street. His expression is hard to read, but something tells me this isn't going to be a pleasant conversation. His voice comes out a little softer than usual. Espoir, what are you doing here?
And what's it to you?
Shut up, Leah, shut up. Shut up. Rin lowers his gaze to her slowly. With all due respect, sweetheart, I was talking to Espoir. Leah, I'm telling you to shut up for your safety.
Oh, how convenient. Do neighbors stalk each other now, or are you just a special case?
Oh, sorry. Did I interrupt your superiority monologue? My bad. It just sounded important. Oh! Oh, don't kill him, Rin. Don't kill him. Yet. Oh, God. He heard her from over there. Why do I feel like this is going downhill fast?
So charming. Are you always this delightful, or is this just your impress people mode?
Look. I'm just passing by. That's all. Unless, of course, you own the street and I somehow missed the sign.
Really? 'Cause with those eyes, I doubt you could see anything.
Ooh. The girls are fighting and only one of them I want to win. I can see Rin taking a breath. For a second, I think he's going to snap back with something even worse. But he doesn't. Funny, considering I see more than I'd like. Like how tightly you're clenching your hands, that twitch in your eye, and how with every second we keep this useless conversation going, your eyes are getting glossier and glossier. So maybe you should try breathing before your body starts paying the price of your temperament. Surprisingly, Leah doesn't fire back, but her body goes rigid, and her fingers tremble ever so slightly. She's furious. Get him! Get him, Rin! I don't even know what our beef is, but I'm sure it's well done. They stare at each other like two rabid dogs about to snap. Honestly, if I weren't standing here between them, I'm pretty sure they'd already be at each other's throats. To be fair, I'm not shocked. Leah's always been a bit guarded when it comes to meeting new people. And Rin, well, I only met him a few hours ago. Not sure if I can say much about him yet. God, what am I supposed to do now? Have to stop the silly argument? I just need to get out of here.
Hey, guys.
What?
What?
They both look at me at the same time, frowning. Great, now the attention's on me. I should take the chance to change the subject. I clear my throat and glance at Leah. I think it's getting late. I should probably get going.
So soon?
Yeah, the weather and all. I glance sideways at the sky, silently begging for some visible change to back up my excuse. Thankfully, the sky's on my side this time. It's getting darker than usual. Leah stays quiet for a moment, then nods, though she doesn't look too convinced.
Now, you can just say, this is whack and I'm gonna bounce, the vibes are off, and, deuces.
All right, if that's what you want. I feel a bit guilty, but I don't know what else to say.
Then let's go, Espoir. You don't want to be stuck here when the rain starts.
Leah shoots one last look of dislike at him. Rin doesn't seem to care in the slightest. Then she turns back to me. Okay, but we can see each other, right? Okay, but we can see each other again, right? Yeah, sure. I guess that's fine.
No, I don't want to.
Before I can even finish my sentence, Leah digs through her bag, pulls out a napkin and pen, and quickly scribbles something down. It's my number. You can text me anytime. I'll be around for a while, so if you still feel like it, maybe we could grab coffee sometimes.
Rin. Calm down, Rin.
I stare at the napkin in her hand for a few seconds, then decide to take it and just nod. Yeah, see you. I give her one last look before walking away with Rin. I can't help but feel her gaze burning into my back as we leave. Ooh. After several steps, I can't ignore it anymore. Rin has been way too quiet since the whole thing with Leah. No, I think even before that. I know I don't really know him, but the way he acted earlier today feels completely different from the silence he's wrapped up in now. Did something happen to him? What's up, buddy? Hey, you don't have to walk with me if you don't want to. I'm not that lost. I think I can make it back to my apartment.
No, don't worry about it. I was heading back anyway.
Right. Still, if you change your mind... No response. God, what's going on with him? What's up, Pookie? What do? I don't want to pry, but I can't just pretend everything's fine either. Come on, Espoir, think. Hey, about earlier.
Sorry. I shouldn't have spoken to your friend like that.
No, it's fine. What are you talking about? She was the one who started it.
I should probably apologize for her, but knowing her, it wouldn't be sincere. Rin lets out a soft, almost soundless laugh, then shrugs.
Maybe. Still, it doesn't matter. Hey, Espoir, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Rin hesitates for a moment, looking away from me.
That girl, Leah, is she someone important to you?
Are you going to ask me next if someone would notice if she disappeared?
His question catches me off guard. What exactly does he mean by important? I feel my cheeks warm slightly. I wasn't expecting something that direct.
But wait, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Sorry, that was too personal.
It's fine. Don't worry. Leah, she used to be important to me. We were together for a while, and she was also my best friend.
I see.
He doesn't say anything else, and I decide not to either. We just keep walking in silence. Maybe I shouldn't have answered his question. The cold grows harsher, the wind blowing harder. I can feel it sneaking through my clothes, making me shiver.
Are you cold?
No, not really.
I saw you going like this, and I'm fine.
Really? With all that shivering, you look like you're about to turn into jelly.
Fine. Maybe I am a little cold. Oh dear. Without another word, Rin takes off his jacket and hands it to me. What are you doing?
I don't want you catching a cold. Besides, if it rains before we get there, it'll help you more than me. Come on, don't make that face, Espoir. You'll make me think no one's ever cared about you. Or is that true?
His question takes me by surprise, and my body tenses abruptly.
No one's ever cared about me. I'm all alone. There's nobody here beside me. Except my 50 fictional husbands.
No one ever has. Something twists inside of me. Oh wait, didn't we have a flashback about somebody? Something hurts.
Hey, editor me, you put up that jump scare warning, right? Right? Why did it say, why did you leave me?
Why, yeah, I guess I did leave somebody behind. My vision warps, like the world is tilting. There's not enough air. My legs give out, and everything falls apart.
What?
But before I hit the ground, a pair of arms catch me, awkwardly.
Espoir!
He holds me just in time, one arm around my back, the other gripping my arm. I feel a warm tremble between his breath and mine.
What's wrong?
His eyes scan me from head to toe, fast and full of concern. I'm fine, just dizzy. Sorry. I'm fine, just dizzy. Sorry. I try to steady myself, but my legs feel strange, like they've forgotten how to hold me up.
Wait. Take it slow. You should sit down for a bit.
I'm fine. It was just dizziness. I want to keep going. I'll feel better at home. Rin stares at me in silence for a few seconds. Then he nods, though it's obvious he'd rather not. I take the jacket, hesitantly, but as soon as I put it on, warmth wraps around me instantly. A relieved sigh escapes my lips. A soft fragrance surrounds me too. I adjust the sleeves. It's pretty big on me. Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Aww. We walk in silence for a few minutes until we find a small roof by a vending machine. Just in time, the first drops start falling, tapping softly against the pavement. Ren slips some coins into the machine, and after a few seconds, a can drops out. I catch it on reflex. Ooh. Remon Cider? I've never seen this soda before. The colors are too bright, the front mismatched. It looks like one of those forced attempts at being modern. Who approves these designs? What is it?
Lemon lime. Try it. You might like it.
It doesn't look great, but I can't hand it back. I've got no choice. Carefully, I pull the tab. With a sharp click, the gas hisses out, and after a hesitant pause, I take a sip. It's actually really good. Ren chuckles under his breath and leans against the wall, holding his own unopened can.
Careful with that distrust, or next time the can might pull out a knife and mug you.
Oh, you've got jokes, Rin.
Ha. Very funny. We fall silent again. Only the rain hitting the pavement can be heard. How strange. I'd never stopped to really listen to the sound of rain before. I can hear the little gusts, the hurried footsteps of people running for cover, the occasional umbrella snapping open. I thought that would be the worst part of moving here. After all, this is the capital, a massive city. I thought everything would be unbearable. The noise, the lights, the rush. But honestly, it doesn't feel bad. It's actually been pleasant. I glance at Rin out of the corner of my eye. He's focused, his gaze fixed on the raindrops falling in front of us. Was he hearing the same things I was? My eyes trace his features, stopping at his bright red eyes. Then a thought crosses my mind. Hey! Earlier, when you arrived, I noticed something strange. Rin tilts his head, waiting for me to continue. People were staring at you. Not like when someone wears flashy clothes or has a weird hairstyle. It was different. They kept staring like, I don't know, like they were waiting for you to do something.
It's not the first time. It happens all the time.
Why? Rin opens his can and takes a sip before answering. Holy cow, them nails.
No idea. I guess I give off a bad vibe. Most people are really good at spotting what doesn't quite fit.
What do you mean? He drums his fingers on the can for a moment, like he's carefully choosing his words.
If you're attractive or have a friendly face, people assume you're good, trustworthy, nice, smart, someone worth knowing. But if it's the opposite, if something about you feels off, if you stand out too much, they automatically assume the worst. That you're trouble, that you're dangerous, that they'd rather cross the street than get too close to you.
He says it with a kind of ease that leaves me speechless.
It's like when you see someone who looks disheveled, and without meaning to, you step away. Not because they've hurt you, just because you'd rather not wait for them to. It's not a choice, it just happens. In the end, it's easier to put people into little boxes than to try and understand them.
It's not hard to understand where this is coming from. He doesn't exactly look like your average guy. He looks like a singer. Leah's words come back to me.
Seriously? Because with those eyes, I doubt you can see anything.
She said it like his eye color was a choice, like he chose to have such pale skin, or hair as white as snow, and the way people looked at him, they weren't neutral. There was surprise, sure, but also discomfort. And all he was doing was walking, just like them, just like anyone.
They didn't look at me because I did anything. They looked because something about me sticks out too much, and not in a good way. Because something in me makes people uncomfortable. And no one likes feeling uncomfortable. But I get it, I guess. Some things are just unpleasant to look at. You never really get used to it. You just learn to live with it. Though, funny enough, we all do. Even you.
Me?
You did it just now, with that soda can.
I glanced at the can in my hand. What do you mean?
At first, you didn't trust it.
It didn't look very appealing.
And now?
I shake the can slightly, hearing the fizz inside. Okay, I get it. I get the lesson. I like it. Rin nods, like he just proved a point.
You looked at it, judged it, almost tossed it, all in a matter of seconds.
Hey, I would not toss a free soda. Even if it was something I hadn't tried before, I would at least give it a taste.
I press my lips together.
Unless it's coconut flavored.
Ugh. But it's not the same. Judging a drink isn't the same as judging a person.
Of course not. But the process, it's identical. We see something, and without even noticing, we've already decided if it's worth our time.
What about you? Do you do it too?
I guess I do. Everyone does. But me, I try to notice when I do it. I try not to let that first impression be the final one. Though, in my case, maybe people aren't so wrong.
He doesn't say it with sadness. He doesn't sound hurt, just resigned. And somehow that resignation makes me uneasy.
I don't think there's anything wrong with how you look. That's gonna pull some bad biscuits. That's gonna get the right people to notice you.
I don't think there's anything wrong with how you look.
I think you look cool. The only thing you're missing is probably an electric guitar.
His leco.
What are you even saying? You've been recording too long as well. What are you even saying?
His laughter catches me off guard. Did I say something weird? I can feel the heat rising to my cheeks.
Sorry. I'm not laughing at you.
Rin covers his mouth with his hand, still wearing that smile I can't seem to read.
It's just, it sounds so easy when you say it like that.
But I mean it. Rin falls silent, lowering his gaze to his can, spinning it between his fingers. Without realizing it, I squeeze the can in my hand. I think he's lying. Did you put me in a little box too?
Huh?
Do you also think I'm just like everyone else?
You really are a sharp kid.
Rin takes one last sip from his can before tossing it, sinking it neatly into a distant trash bin. I bit my lip, frustrated. The way he says it, so calm, like some inevitable law, makes my head burn. Well, I'm not letting you decide that for me.
Oh yeah? What will you do?
Break the darn box. Yeah, smash the world's shell.
Then go on. I dare you.
Yeah.
Before I can respond, Rin bolts. Hey, wait! Where are you going? I take after him, splashing water with every step.
What? Did you really think breaking it would be that easy?
A laugh slips out, and soon I'm laughing with him, dodging puddles and sliding around, cold water soaking us through. The pounding rain mixes with our ragged breaths. The wind cuts into my lungs, and still there's something freeing about this run. It feels good, alive. When I look at him, I'm left speechless. Rin smiles like I've never seen before. So radiant he almost outshines the moon. His white hair clings to his forehead, droplets trailing down pale skin as his red makeup blurs around his eyes and streaks down his cheeks with the rain, and that laugh of his sounding different now. I'm hypnotized staring at him, feeling something in my chest pounding louder than the storm. Aww. We stumble into the building, laughing, leaving a trail of water on the floor. My clothes cling cold to my skin, but somehow the laughter keeps me warm. Rin shakes his hair, splashing me on purpose. Hey!
Oops, did I get you wetter?
Rin looks over at me.
Oh, don't worry. There wasn't much worth saving anyway.
He says it while pulling a little orange leaf out of my hair. You've got it in for me, don't you?
Nothing personal. I just like seeing you like this.
Wet and with my hair down? Oh yeah? Whap! Heat floods my face, and without thinking, I hurl my jacket straight at his face. Rin bursts out laughing as the fabric covers him completely.
Hey! You know this isn't over, right?
Huh, I'd like to see you try. We keep walking down the hallway, dripping all the way, until we finally reach my door. I stop, turn the key, while Ren leans against the doorframe. Want to come in? You're soaked. You must be freezing.
No, it's already late. Besides, I don't want to be the one to flood your floor.
As if the mess you left behind didn't already say enough.
Exactly why.
He holds my gaze for a few seconds, crimson eyes that look like they could steal your soul.
Rest well, Espoir.
Good night. He turns and walks back the way he came, until finally his silhouette fades down the hall. I step into my apartment, Ren's laughter still echoing in my head, and close the door behind me. The silence hits me like a blow, not uncomfortable, just strange after all the noise, the rain, and him. I drop the keys on the table and head towards the kitchen. Do I still not have no food? The fridge light washes me in a cold glow as I open it. I grab the first thing I find, a crumpled half bag of cookies, and collapse into a chair. I bite into one absent-mindedly. The crunch sounds way too loud in the empty apartment. My thoughts drift back to today, the run in the rain, his words, that smile that I felt impossible. I don't get it. How can someone carry so much and still laugh like that? I've met so many people who, after being crushed by the world, either gave up or tried to crush the world back. Even me. But him, he doesn't do either. He takes what's thrown at him and keeps going, refusing to be either victim or executioner, as if instead of breaking or hardening, he simply chose to keep being himself. How he manages to stay human when everything tries to strip that away. I realize I want to understand him. No, I need to understand him. I catch myself smiling. I shake my head as if trying to push away the image of him, drenched and laughing like an idiot. But it keeps coming back again and again. By the time I noticed, I've already eaten more than half of the bag. I sigh, get up, and leave it on the table before heading to my room. I'm gonna have such a tummy ache. I change clothes before collapsing on the bed like a starfish. I close my eyes, and the last thing I hear before sleep takes me is his laughter, echoing in my head. Aww. Aww. Oh, that was day 1? Oh, I thought this was day 2. Day 2 is still in development. If you'd like to support the project, you are more than welcome to leave a small donation to join their Patreon or Ko-fi. I will leave a link to those in the description. Now, I don't know if day 1 can end any differently, but what if I make a few different choices? Like when the girls are fighting, what if I say, I have to stop this silly argument. Listen, you two, listen. Hey, enough! You two look like little kids arguing like this. No, not even little kids argue like this. What the heck is wrong with you? We're all adults here. We pay taxes. But, Espoir, do you really think he's just passing by here by chance? He doesn't look trustworthy. What if he was following you? Listen, we just got finished talking about reading a book by its cover. Judging a book by its cover.
Wow, you've got quite the imagination. Ever thought of using it for something less stupid?
And you could try keeping your mouth shut for once instead of sticking your nose where it doesn't belong.
You... Leah, listen.
This is ridiculous, even for you. Rin's right. You need to calm down.
And
you! Rin tilts his head and looks at me with innocent eyes, like a little dog about to be scolded. Don't you think you're a bit too old to be playing along like this?
That's what you call me trying to defend myself? How hurtful, Espoir.
I let out an annoyed sigh. This is useless. Leah falls silent. For a moment, I think she'll stop yelling, but she doesn't. I was just trying to protect you, Espoir. You don't get it. Why do you never get it? Her lips tremble, and when her eyes fill with tears, I realize Rin wasn't entirely wrong after all. She brings a hand to her face, as if she wants to hide, but it's too late. No, this is ridiculous. Her voice cracks. Tears start falling, even though she barely seems to notice. I take a deep breath, cursing silently. I didn't want this. Dang it! I move a little closer, just enough to be on her level. Leah! I try clumsily to wipe her tears without ruining her makeup too much. I know how hard it is for her to do it. Don't cry here. You'll draw more attention than we already are. She doesn't respond, but she doesn't move away either, barely shifting. You should breathe, or you're going to end up having a panic attack in the middle of the street. I say it in the most neutral tone I can manage. I don't want to sound cruel, but I won't pretend everything's fine when it's not. She nods, not lifting her gaze. I breathe again, and then something feels off. That feeling. The feeling of someone watching you. I look towards where Rin is, or where he was a moment ago. Did he leave? I scan the place with my eyes, but he's nowhere. Uh-oh. I look back at Leah, frowning. She also seems to have noticed Rin's absence. I hope you're happy. And now you're taking his side. Has he brainwashed you, or do you just think he's cute enough to defend? Yes, the second one. I let out a long sigh and ran a hand over my face. She definitely hasn't changed one bit. Suddenly, I feel a drop on my hand, then another, and another. Crap. I look up. The gray sky clouds over, and in seconds, the rain pours down. Great! Just what we needed. The rain begins to intensify. The cold wind grows stronger, and we both take a step back as the drops hit harder. Oh no! I didn't bring an umbrella! You never bring an umbrella. They don't match my outfit. You just don't get it. We both run towards the nearby buildings. A dim light guides us to a store with fogged-up windows. Above the door, an old sign reads, Orpheus Records. Ooh. I push the door open, and a soft chime echoes from inside, accompanied by a smooth, 70s-style guitar riff coming from an old speaker. We enter. The smell of old wood and paper surrounds us. The warmth contrasts with the outside humidity. What a mess of a day. Oh, hey, I recognize some of these. Easter eggs. Both visual novel ones and actual music ones. What a mess of a day. I shake my hair with my hands, small drops falling to the floor. When I look up, I see Aaliyah scanning the shelves full of records. We're in a vintage vinyl store. I haven't seen one in years. In the town I lived in, there wasn't a single one. I start looking through the aisles, looking for a specific section. I don't know why I'm doing it. I'm sure they won't have it. It's too rare a record. But still, maybe in such a big city. Maybe. I crouch in the traditional pop section and run my fingers over the covers. J, K, I, M... Henry Mancini. Moon River. No way! I hug the record box against my chest, letting out a long sigh. Suddenly, a huge lump forms in my throat, and I feel like crying. Here you are. What are you doing on the floor? Leah notices the record I was trying to hide against my chest. It's not that I don't want her to see it. It's just reflex. She lets out a small laugh. I didn't know you liked these old things. I don't answer. I just get up from the floor, shaking off the dust. Leah starts inspecting the shelves where I found the record until one quickly catches her attention and she picks it up. She runs her fingers over it, and slowly her expression changes into something worried.
Hey, Espoir?
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
For what?
For everything. Since we broke up, I had a lot of time to think about everything that happened and what I did.
I tilt my head slightly, pretending not to understand.
For how I behaved with you.
Behaved? No, you were just you.
No, Espoir, I was unbearable. I didn't listen. I always wanted to be right. I realized that even though you tried to fix things, I only made it worse.
You know, the past is the past. It doesn't matter no more.
Leah,
just forget it. It doesn't matter anymore. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I just wanted to apologize.
We fall silent. I didn't think she still carried guilt from the past. That could work in my favor. Leah puts the vinyl back in its place and stares at the shelf.
Espoir, can I ask you something?
I sigh and nod reluctantly, hoping she's not going down the same path again.
What are you really doing here?
I hated the sound of my clock and I needed a walk. Why do you care? Her breathing shifts slightly.
It's nothing. It just seems strange to me. You loved that house. It was the only thing that really mattered to you. So now you can't tell me you suddenly decided to leave it for peace of mind. Come on, Kai, you don't even believe that yourself.
I watch her eyes dart back and forth. She's always been a bit anxious, but now she looks really scared. What's worrying you?
What?
I'm not stupid, Leah. I've seen you looking at me like you're trying to figure something out. And now you're making a big deal about me supposedly deciding to move. What's going on, Leah?
It's not important.
Of course it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't be avoiding my question with that look. I lean towards her, lowering my voice. Come on, tell me.
It's just things have happened since I got here.
Things like... Her breathing quickens slightly, and after a few seconds, she finally speaks.
A few days after I arrived, someone contacted me. I don't know how they did it. I don't even know how they knew I was here. But the important thing is,
she looks at me again, her hands clasped tightly together.
They asked about you.
I raised an eyebrow, confused. About me?
Yes, they knew we had a relationship and asked if I knew where you were. They insisted a lot, not exactly politely, saying that if I didn't tell them where you were, I'd get in trouble.
And what did you say?
Nothing. I didn't know what to say. I thought maybe they were a scammer or had the wrong person, but now I've found you here, so far from where you used to live, and worse, with a name I don't even know the origin of. It means hope in French.
Leah's hands tremble and her voice grows anxious.
Kai, please, I need you to tell me the truth for once in your life. What happened? What did you do?
This isn't good. I watch her, calculating my words. What did we do? I sigh and lower my gaze, letting it carry sadness. A lot happened, Leah. More than you can imagine. Horrible things. Things I just want to forget, and that made me want to start over, leave everything behind.
I didn't know.
You didn't have to know. Just don't ever call me Kai again. That's not me anymore. My name is Espoir, and I told you before.
Okay.
I smile faintly as I press the vinyl in my hand. Thanks. I pause and look at it with sadness. Leah, I'm not involved in anything bad. I'd never be capable, and you know it. If what you're saying is true, then... My voice cracks, like I'm about to cry.
So...
Then I need you to tell me exactly what that person said to you. I don't want to feel my life is in danger again. She falls silent. I know she'd want to ask me 1,000 things now, but after I cut her pathetic attempt to fix things with me, she wouldn't dare interfere in my life. Slowly she nods, thinking she's helping, and begins to speak. After a while, Leah finishes telling me every detail of those calls, which were actually several.
I want to know.
That person seems desperate to know what I'm involved in. The only lead they found was Leah. Even though they stopped contacting her a week ago, that doesn't reassure me. They could have grown tired of their little investigation, or maybe they already found exactly what they were looking for. The rain that trapped us finally stopped. The sky is still overcast, but at least we can go out. A relief. I was starting to feel overwhelmed. The air smells like wet asphalt, and under my boots, water collects in puddles reflecting the streetlights. Ooh. We walk in silence for a few meters, until Leah lowers her gaze, and her eyes stop on my hands carrying the record I bought for an insane price at that store. I realize too late that my shirt sleeve is shifted, exposing the edges of the bandage my neighbor applied. They were skin-colored, so they weren't obvious at first glance, but unfortunately, Leah has a keen eye.
What happened there?
Nothing serious. A silly accident.
Doesn't look that silly.
Leah, I say as a warning. She understands I won't talk more about it, and falls silent again. We walk to a corner where the streets split.
Hey, Espoir? Can I have your number?
Honestly, in some way I saw it coming. I don't know how to say no without sounding cruel. No. Period. I stay silent for a moment, looking the other way. Sure. She immediately takes out her phone and hands it to me. I type my number without thinking much. I just want this to be over, quickly.
Thanks.
I just nod. Yeah, see you. She waves goodbye before I can take a few steps towards my apartment. I walk without hurry, dodging puddles and listening to the common echo of the city. Entering the building, the silence of the long hallway envelops me. I move towards my door, and then I see it. A bouquet of flowers rests against my door, wrapped in brown paper with raindrops slowly sliding down the petals. It's a mix of maroon carnations, red lilies, red hypericum, and some eucalyptus branches. Not bad, honestly. I pick it up carefully and inspect it. There's a card attached with a thin ribbon to one of the stems. Hey, sorry I left so quickly. I wanted to walk you the rest of the way, but I didn't want to get in the way of you and your friend. I hope you're doing better. And don't forget to change those bandages. Take care and good night. Rin.
Oh.
I go in and place the flowers in a vase on the table, but for some reason, these feel different. I stare at them for a while, until sleep finally catches me and a yawn escapes my mouth. I walk straight to my room, dragging my feet. I change clothes without much motivation and flop onto the bed. The blankets are cold. I curl under them and look at the ceiling. What Leah told me spins in my mind, and I go over every word she said, looking for some pattern or something I might have missed, but sleep simply ends up winning. Sure hope there's no shenanigans coming after me. What if I go back and, about that argument that, Rin and Leah had, what if I lie and say, you're right, you were pretty rude? I mean, no, he was just giving it right back to her. Leah's someone important to me, and beyond that, you shouldn't talk like that to someone you barely know. Uh-oh. Honey? Oh, wait. Honey? Sweetheart? Sweetheart? Oh, okay. Here, I thought you were going to jump scare me. You wouldn't do that to me, right, Red? You wouldn't do that to me. She really means that much to you. Rin? Rin? Okay. Whew. I'm sorry. I won't let it happen again. Ah, good. But you should apologize to her, not to me. But I don't wanna. I understand. If that's what you want, I'll apologize to her. He doesn't look at me when he says it. His voice sounds calm, but I can't really tell what he's thinking. It's hard to say if he's sincere, or just saying what he thinks I want to hear. I just hope he means it, because I really can't stand liars. So last time I said, no, nobody ever cared about me, but what if I do say, yes, someone did care about me? Hopefully I don't get jump scared again.
Yeah, someone has.
The words come out faster than I expect, almost like a reflex. A fleeting image crosses my mind. A child, smiling, hair dark as coal. I can't make out his face, but there's something there. A feeling of safety, of home. I don't understand why that comes to me now. I'm glad to hear that. I take the jacket hesitantly, but as soon as I put it on, warmth wraps around me instantly. A relieved sigh escapes my lips. Oh, what if I say, couldn't you change it just a little? Could you change your looks? Could you? I mean, you could dye your hair. But you look so cool. But if it bothers you, could you try changing it a little? Don't you think so? I mean, I know it's not like that, but it really seems like you're trying to stand out on purpose. I don't mean it's entirely your fault. You didn't choose to be born like this, but I don't think you're helping yourself much. What do you mean? Oh no, I made the baby sad. Nothing. It's not like it's bad. I'm just saying maybe you could make an effort to hide that part of you that bothers people so much. I mean, not everyone is that tolerant, and after all, people treat you how they see you. Maybe dye your hair a more natural color, wear contact lenses, or if you don't like those, you could try sunglasses. Your clothes aren't bad, but maybe just wear less flashy colors? Oh, never make yourself smaller for anybody else, Pookie. You know, more normal things. Oh, I made him cry. It's a good thing it's raining so we can't see his tears. I don't really know much about this, honestly, but I'm sure if I ask Leah for a favor, she'll agree, even if reluctantly. He's all like, why would you say that? Why would you say that to me? I think it would be good if you were more understanding about how others feel. Who is this person talking right now? These are not words that would ever come out of my mouth. Who cares what other people feel about you? That's their business. How you feel about yourself. That's hold on, let me get up on my soapbox. How you feel about yourself. That's what's important. Who cares about what other people think about you? That's the biggest lesson I've learned as an old lady. Who cares? People are gonna think what they're gonna think. As long as you're happy in your own skin, in your own body, as much as you can be, that's what's important. More understanding. And if so many people think the same, maybe they're not entirely wrong, said Espoir, who was entirely wrong. Aww. Rin just turns his head, and I can't see his face anymore. What's wrong? Did something I say bother him? I think everything you said bothered him, me. You really fluffed that up. Maybe I was a little harsh, but I didn't say anything that wasn't true. I don't get it. If he hates how others see him so much, why doesn't he try to look different instead of just complaining? God, this is what I get for trying to help. He still won't look at me, and little by little I notice a faint smell carried on by the icy wind. A smell of iron. I see Ren quickly bring one of his hands to his face, and then hide it at his side. It's getting kind of late. We'd better head back. This place gets dangerous after a certain hour. The way back feels much longer than it really is, or at least longer than I remembered. Rin hasn't said a word, except when I ask him directly, but even then he answers in such a low voice I can barely hear him. After a while, I stop talking too. We just walk, surrounded by the streetlights and the sound of our own steps. When we reach my apartment door, I try to take off the jacket he lent me. My hands are clumsy, my fingers numb from the cold, despite the jacket's warmth. I hold it out to him without looking directly at him. Thanks for walking me back, Rin. Sleep well, Espoir. I'm sorry I said that to you. I said those horrible, horrible things to you. Without another word, he turns and walks towards the building's exit, with the crumpled jacket in his hands. He doesn't stop, doesn't look back once, and finally disappears around the corner. I stay at the entrance, feeling the cold air seep through the collar of my shirt. I still can't move. I feel strange. Maybe I was too blunt. I didn't mean to make him feel bad. I just wanted to help. I sigh. I close the door carefully, trying to make as little noise as possible. He was the first person who'd been nice to me since I arrived, and I already managed to make him feel bad. I'm such an idiot. I rub my face, annoyed at myself. Tomorrow, maybe I can apologize. Also, I didn't even ask which apartment he lives in. I smacked my forehead with my palm, frustrated. Hopefully I'll see him around one of these days. The clock sounds unusually loud in the room. It's not that late, but I feel exhausted. I head straight to my room, dragging my feet. I collapse onto the bed without even changing. The blankets are cold. I curl up under them and stare at the ceiling.
Some things are just unpleasant to look at. You never really get used to it. You just learn to live with it.
My throat tightens. Ren,
I'm sorry.
What if I'm a little bit nicer to Leah? Does that change anything? I never wanted you to think that. Leah, you don't have to...
Yes, I do. I spent so much time thinking you were the problem that I was the victim, but I wasn't. I think that's why it never worked. I didn't want to listen to what you felt. I only wanted you to be what I needed at the moment.
It wasn't that simple, Leah. You gave more than you think.
Maybe, but not in the right way. I was always expecting you to be different, like somehow you'd magically change just because I asked you to. And when you didn't, I got angry and blamed you.
A heavy silence settles between us, and the music from the old speaker only made it worse.
I just wanted to apologize. I didn't know if it meant anything after all this time, but I had to say it.
Maybe it helps you more than me. She lowers her gaze and nervously tangles her fingers. After a few seconds, Leah takes a deep breath, but before she can continue, the store bell interrupts her, a cold wind rushing in along with the smell of cigarette smoke. A moment later, a rough hand taps my shoulder, and I spin around startled. Whoomst! Oh, no! Oh, no! Hey, you know that conversation we had about judging a book by its cover? I'm judging, and I think I'm in danger. Facing me, a boy with a heavy aura stares. His deep indigo eyes look completely empty, like those of someone already dead, and he exhales thick puffs of smoke from a cigarette he holds in his mouth like a lollipop. Excuse me, do you know the building on Nakano Street? His voice sends a chill down my spine. God, he's going to rob me. He's going to rob the whole store. This is the end. I try to say something, but only incoherent stammers come out. I'm a little lost. I ran out of signal. There are no taxis, and I need to get there as soon as possible. Do you think you could guide me?
Why me? I've got a pretty nice friend right over here. Isn't that right, Leah? Isn't that right? You know this city like the back of your hand, right, Leah? Right, Leah?
The boy raises a brow, like my question is stupid. He blows another cloud of smoke, right in my face. All right, listen, you may be a stranger, but you're going to get punched in the stomach. Because you're the first person I saw in here. Okay, that's the dumbest lie I've ever heard in a while. There are 2 other people browsing records, not to mention the employees. I stay quiet for a few seconds, trying to size him up without being too obvious. Even though his tone is polite, I don't like the way he's looking at me. I could give you directions. No need for me to go with you. I'd rather not get lost again. Merda! He's not stupid. He glances at Leah. She's wearing her usual annoyed look, but it's obvious she's scared, or else she would have already jumped in to argue with him. But if something happens, I don't want her involved. Fine. Thanks, really. I can feel Leah flinch behind me as the boy starts walking towards the door. This is how a kidnapping happens. Listen, somebody says they need directions. They need to get to a place. Don't let them lead you to a different location.
Leah, help! Leah, help! Help, Leah, help!
What are you doing? Have you lost your mind, Espoir? You can't just go off with a stranger at this hour.
I know, right, Leah? Help me! Help me stop him! Help!
Do you want your corpse to be the next thing I pick up?
It's not like he gave me a choice.
There's always a choice. You could say no. You could just ignore him.
And risk him making a scene if he gets violent in here? I'd rather get him out of the store.
That's insane. What if he hurts you?
It's okay, I've got 30 years of pent-up rage. Then at least you won't be in the middle. She pulls a napkin and pen from her bag, scribbles something quickly, and hands it to me.
It's my number. Text me when you get home, okay?
I stare at the napkin for a few seconds, then take it. Got it. I turn, walk to the counter, and quickly pay for the vinyl before heading for the door.
Aw, he's all disheveled.
Took your time, huh?
Sorry, I was paying for this vinyl. I waved the bag in my hand. I've been looking for it for a while. He doesn't answer, just stares at the bag for a moment before blowing out a puff of smoke and walking ahead.
Listen, you.
After a few minutes, the strong smell of his cigarette starts to get to me, and even though I'm supposed to be leading, it feels like he's the one setting the pace. It's pretty cold, huh? I wonder if it'll rain later. It's nice to sleep when it rains. Ha! I scratch the back of my head awkwardly. It's obvious he doesn't want to talk. People who notice him out of the corner of their eyes quicken their pace, like they don't want to get too close. He gives off a heavy, almost suffocating aura.
Hey, at least he goes to the same nail salon as Rin.
We keep walking in silence. The only sounds are his firm steps and the ember flaring each time he inhales.
Whose is it?
Huh?
The vinyl.
He points at the bag in my hand. Oh, it's called Moon River by Henry Mancini, but sung by a girl named Audrey Hepburn.
Never been a fan of old music.
Oh, you know it?
A friend of mine loves that song.
Must have good taste. The boy lets out a short, dry laugh. I can't even tell if it's mocking or genuine. When we finally reach the buildings, I stop in front of the entrance and clear my throat, searching for words.
Well, here we are.
He just exhales a puff of smoke and stares coldly at me. His gaze so sharp it feels like he's trying to tear something out of me with his eyes alone.
Dude, what is your problem?
God, he's making me anxious. Do you need me to call someone? Or maybe... Before I can finish, he blows a thick cloud of smoke right in my face.
Alright, that's it. You're dead. You're dead, kid. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. You will perish by my hand. Your pain will be legendary. I'll do you for that. I'll do you for that.
Thanks.
He says it low, without a shred of warmth. Then he turns and walks down the street. Seriously, what an unpleasant guy.
Dude's gonna catch these hands.
Hey,
I'm not dead.
I'm home now.
Espoir? Oh my god, thank goodness. I was so worried. That guy didn't hurt you, right?
No, but might need to call an ambulance for him.
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Don't lie to me. I swear, I got back without any trouble.
You made me suffer this whole time. Don't ever do that again.
Sorry.
Forget it. It doesn't matter now. Just be more careful. I don't want to lose you again.
Get some rest, okay? Good night.
Good night.
I set the phone aside and curl up on my side under the blankets. Looks like that guy really did just need help and wasn't going to rob me.
He stole my dignity.
Why did I even distrust him so much? Because he was a stranger? Or maybe just because of how he looked? It was obvious even the store clerks didn't want to go near him, even when they saw something off, even with him smoking inside the store. And at no point was he rude or tried anything else. Maybe next time I shouldn't jump to conclusions so fast. Another yawn escapes me. I wonder if the theme will be not judging a book by its cover.
So this is what happens if you haven't met Rin face to face yet. Pretty much the same interaction with Leah, except what happens afterwards.
Hey, Espoir, can I have your number?
No! Okay.
Honestly, I kind of saw that coming. I don't know how to say no without sounding cruel. I stay quiet for a moment, looking away. Sure. She immediately pulls out her phone, her fingers trembling, and hands it to me. I type in my number without thinking too much. I just want this over quickly.
Thanks.
I just nod. Yeah, see you. She waves goodbye before I've taken more than a few steps in the opposite direction. I can feel her gaze burning into my back as I walk away. What do you want, Leah? I start walking through the park while the cold fills my lungs. Somehow it feels like it's trying to drag me away and carry me off the rot, though I'm sure that's impossible. Little by little, more people start to appear. Some couples, a few kids running, and a dog or two playing fetch. The park is bigger than I thought. I keep walking aimlessly, and without thinking much, I push through some bushes, even though the branches scratch my arms a bit. I just gotta get away from all this society. Ooh. Ah, how pretty. A small, crystal-clear lake cuts through the park, with no fence around it. That's a safety hazard. I walk closer carefully so I don't slip on the small slope and sit under one of the trees, making sure not to dirty my clothes too much. From here I can see the stars, not like in my old town, but the thousands of lights from the buildings. They're pretty beautiful. The reflection in the water ripples softly. The city lights dance across the surface in little colorful sparks, and it almost feels like the lake is some kind of upside-down city. As my eyes wander over each sparkle, a butterfly flutters by just a few centimeters from my face.
Ooh, it's like a little fairy.
I frown. How strange. There shouldn't be butterflies at this hour. Its wings are an impossible blue, so vibrant that they look like a tiny star. It moves clumsily, as if it's tired or lost. I watch as it drifts slowly towards the water. Without taking my eyes off it, I stand and follow. There's something hypnotic about the way it floats. Why do I feel like I'm being led into a trap?
You're working with the sirens, aren't you?
But just before it reaches the water, when I'm only a couple steps from the edge, I freeze.
I knew it! It's the sirens!
My reflection isn't fully there on the surface. A knot tightens in my stomach, forcing me to step back. I lift my gaze, searching for the butterfly. It flutters slowly just above the lake. Then, for no reason, it lowers and sinks. A few seconds later, its body floats back up, upside down, dead. Interesting. That's odd. I stay there a while longer, watching its tiny, lifeless body, but after a few minutes, the cold creeps more intensely through my clothes. My phone vibrates in my pocket. I pull it out, but my fingers are stiff from the cold.
Hey, it's Leah. Did you make it home? I hope so. I was thinking, if you're free tomorrow, want to grab some coffee? Just to catch up for a bit?
Leah, you trying to make something that didn't work again?
I let out a sigh and slip my phone back into my pocket without answering. I don't feel like talking. I'd better head back. I don't know how safe this place is, and I don't want to find out the hard way. I start walking back along the path that I think I came from. Ooh. I don't want to freak out yet, but the bushes don't look the same as when I got here. Ah, crap. Were they always this tall? Never mind. It's a city. Whatever path I take, I should eventually end up on the main street. I leave the park through a different exit. Uh-oh. I start going deeper, little by little, but now everything feels emptier and quieter. No elegant buildings, no families walking their dogs, just graffitied walls and trash everywhere. Aw, man. I turn one corner, then another. Nuts. I head into a narrower street, flanked by old buildings that seem to lean slightly towards me. Merde! Where the heck am I? I keep walking. The buildings get lower and dirtier, and the lights grow scarcer. Nothing feels familiar. I don't recognize this street Or the one before. Or the one before that.
Go left, go right, go straight, save your game. Let fate decide.
I turn around and keep walking. The sky starts getting darker, and the silence grows suffocating. No matter how hard I try, I can't help but hear my footsteps, way too loud.
Who's that? Who are you? I've got a bat as a cursor. Right?
I turn again. Haven't I already been here? No, that graffiti is different. My breathing grows shallow, and I see cold smoke escaping from my lips. My hands are frozen from the cold, but I'm sweating.
Left.
I keep walking. The streets gets narrower and narrower. The street lights don't work anymore. Trash piles up along the edges, and every shadow seems to move. I don't know which way I turned. It doesn't matter. I just need to get out of here now. Dang it! Again? I've seen that darn sign 3 times already. My heart races, but I don't stop. I pick up speed, faster and faster. I need to get out of here. Great, just what I needed. The pressure on the back of my neck I hate so much. Someone's watching me. I always feel like... I quicken my pace until I start running. The stench of garbage is unbearable, and I can barely see anymore. I can hardly make out shapes. Le gasp! No. Dang it, a dead end. Calm down. I just need to go back the way I hear a crack behind me. I turn around as fast as I can.
Ah! Don't try to fight me. I've got 30 years of pent-up rage, and I'm not afraid to kill.
A shoe slams into my back with brutal force, throwing me against the wall like I weigh nothing. The impact rattles through my bones, and I fall to my knees. Pain tears me apart. I feel my organs being crushed, something boiling inside me. Get up, dag nabbit! I try to stand, but my vision blurs and everything spins. I throw a punch. The dark figure dodges it easily, with some unnatural agility. What? We dealing with something unnatural now? I can't see clearly, but the build looks male, and there's a stench of cheap cigarettes. Before I can react, a heavy hand violently grabs my hair. Hey, my wig! The wall shatters my thoughts.
Rude? Not even a hey, hello, give me your wallet, just wham? What is this, broken colors?
I can't move anymore. I stay on my knees, watching my blood slide down the wall. I can't think. I can't breathe. My nose is bleeding. It feels like my head is going to explode. It hurts so much. If I don't tear it off now, it's going to blow. And then I hear it. The guy just cocked a gun. I feel the cold metal press against the back of my head.
Listen, you!
Who are you?
I'm gonna be your worst nightmare if you don't leave me alone.
Answer? His question hits me like a bat. My eyes glaze over, and all the anger I felt dissolves from my body as fast as it came.
No, I don't know.
That's not a valid answer.
You wouldn't like the answer that I would give if I was conscious.
A faint, metallic click rings in my ears.
I'm sorry, I'm a foreigner.
I'm speaking so fast I can barely understand myself. I feel like I'm going to throw up from the anxiety.
Listen, if you let me go, I promise I won't tell anyone. Please.
I just have bad sense of direction.
My voice cracks. The knot at my throat is choking me. Get up. 5 blocks from here, turn left. There's a big park. You're going to run there as fast as you can. And if you look back, I'll kill you. Got it?
What?
You better put a please on that. Actually, I'm in no position to be to be sassy. Is he really letting me go? With my heart in my throat, I nod as best as I can. Now get lost. His voice thunders in my ears like a bomb. My feet move on reflex, and I do what he said. I start running as fast as I can, just to get away from that place. My feet slam clumsily against the ground, splashing through puddles, trash, and cracks. My breathing shatters like I'm swallowing glass. I don't know if I'm really getting anywhere or just running in circles again, but I don't look back. I can't look back. A part of me wants to, as if I could confirm that it's over. But something stops me. That something is common sense. Something stronger than fear. My need to live. I still have to live. Who's going to take care of my roses if I get horribly splattered? The alley starts to widen, and I see trees and lights in the distance. My body wants to collapse, and just when I think I'm about to fall to my knees, a warm white light floods me. A street lamp. Grass. People. Society. Ugh. My legs finally give out. I let myself drop onto the grass with a dull thud, not caring if I get covered in mud or if anyone is watching. I'm alive. That's the only thought in my head, and for some reason, it makes me smile. Then, it starts to rain. First lightly, then harder. The drops feel icy, like the sky is spitting on me after sparing my life, but I don't move. I don't want to move. Suddenly the drops stop falling, but only above me. Hey, stranger! God, how did you end up like this again? Again? Oh yeah, he did kind of find me beaten and bruised when he first meets you. I'm sure it's only been a couple of hours. You really look like a little kid. Leave you alone for a while and you're already rolling in the mud. What? I freeze. My muscles scream at me to get up and run again, but something in his voice pins me down. Something in his gaze disarms me. Do I know you? You forgot me that easily? How sad. And to think we shared such a special night. What? What the heck is this lunatic talking about? You should see your face. Relax, I'm just kidding. Nice to finally meet you awake, neighbor. Him! He's the one who broke into my apartment. The one who bandaged me and moved everything. What's his name again? Ren? Well, so you did read the note. Huh? Why wouldn't I have? Just thought maybe you were the type distracted enough not to notice it. He pauses, watches me silently for a moment. The rain drums against the umbrella. Honestly, I imagine the next time I saw you, I'd say something like, I'm glad to see you're doing better. But anyway, maybe we should save that for next time. He looks me up and down with a touch of concern. Does anything hurt? Besides your pride, of course. Hey! Well, then physical pain. 1 to 10?
15. He took my little head and slammed it on a wall.
He reaches for my forehead and gently brushes a strand of hair aside to see it. A chill runs down my spine. I had completely forgotten. That guy earlier smashed my head against a wall. Yeah. God, if this keeps up, I'll end up with a brain hemorrhage. Did you hit your head again? I don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry. It's my fault. I shouldn't have left you alone when I didn't even know if you were okay. I was an idiot. I thought that... I'll take you home. Can you stand? I don't know. My head hurts a lot. That's a no. Well, plan B then. Can you hold this? He hands me the umbrella, and without thinking, I take it. Rin slips an arm behind my back, and the other under my legs, lifting me like I weigh nothing. Wait, I'm fine. I can walk. Sure, and I'm Batman. Are you Batman? I glare at him, annoyed. Sorry. I know you're capable, but I don't want to risk you getting hurt again. You get that, right? Fine. Let's just go. He lets out a small sigh of relief at my surrender. As you wish, neighbor. My name's Espoir. What a lovely name. Nice to meet you, Espoir. His warm, calm voice disarms me. The heat of his body against mine contrasts with my own cold, and it feels nice. I resign. I adjust my grip on the umbrella and hold it above us, like a small roof as he starts walking. Aw, thank you again, Ren. The door closes behind us, and finally seeing the warm light of my apartment calms me. Ren gently sets me down on the couch, as if afraid I might break.
Stay here. Well, not like you can go anywhere.
I frown.
Sorry.
He quickly escapes my reach before I can react. He moves around the apartment like it's his own, finding everything without asking, and soon hands me a towel. As I dry my hair, my eyes stay fixed on him. His wet white hair, the glint of his red eyes, the precision of his hands. I've never seen someone truly albino before, only in movies, and even those aren't real. Ren, on the other hand, looks like some kind of porcelain doll. Even with his makeup smudged from the rain, his pale skin seems to shine like glass. I didn't think about it earlier, but if he had an umbrella, why is he wet too?
Lift your head a little, like that.
Slowly, he starts peeling away the soaked bandages, heavy with rain and blood. It hurts like heck. Is it really bad?
Well, it's not the ugliest wound I've seen.
I'm going to kill you.
You'll be fine in a couple of days. Don't worry.
I don't know what to say. I just watch him finish adjusting the last bandage.
Is it okay, or did I leave it too tight?
No, it's fine. Thanks.
Good. Wait a moment. I've got something.
I quickly watch Rin disappear into the kitchen. I slump back and close my eyes. What the heck am I doing? I was almost killed not long ago, and now there's some guy I don't even know walking around my house like it's his. What if he's a psychopath? Maybe he's just waiting for the perfect moment to smash my head with a bat, or who knows what insane thing he'll demand in return for helping me. Dang it, how did I end up in this mess? What if I say I have a terminal illness? Would he leave? No, the crazy one here is me. Suddenly, I'm pulled from my thoughts. Something covers me. A blanket, and the smell of something warm and heavy. Ren reappears, sits on the floor in front of me, and sets a cup on the table.
You get lost in thought a lot, huh?
I guess I'm just not used to this.
To what? Being taken care of?
Yeah, or having a stranger walk into my house like it's nothing.
Well, the second one does sound weird. I'll admit that.
What's in it?
The cup? Tea.
Just tea?
I've been around visual novels. Are you sure there's just tea in here?
I don't have cyanide, if that's what you're hinting at.
Sorry, it's just that you show up out of nowhere, help me without asking, take care of me like it's nothing.
Twice, might I add.
Maybe for me, it is nothing.
I look at the cup, hesitant. Is it really okay to drink something given by a stranger? I try to inspect the tea discreetly.
Hey, do I really look like someone who poisons people?
He caught me. You're judging a book by its cover.
I awkwardly look away.
Forget it. Don't answer. I don't want to have to pick up the pieces of my heart off the floor.
I can feel his eyes fixed on me. God, he's definitely upset.
I'm sorry, baby.
What do I do now?
I'm sorry.
You're wise.
Huh?
You don't get carried away easily. You know when to be cautious. In a way, you know how to look after yourself.
With a faint sigh, he gives me a small smile, full of tenderness and nostalgia.
Even though you're trembling inside, you're still trying to do what's right. That says a lot about you.
And what do you think it says?
That you're a brave and charming person.
Oh.
He gently offers me the cup again. Drink it while it's still warm. Sometimes taking care of yourself also means accepting what others offer.
Accept, decline. What if I say no? I'm sorry, I have trust issues. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. I just wanted to be safe. Don't tell me what to do. Don't only give me the option to accept. How dare you? I'm just trying to be contrarian.
All right. Thanks, Ren. Although you didn't give me a choice. I take the cup carefully, making sure not to burn myself, and finally take a sip. The hot liquid runs down my throat and comforts me more than I want to admit. It's red fruit tea, My favorite. I've got plenty of these packets in the kitchen. How did you know I like this? I didn't. Just a hunch.
And maybe the fact that I have it, like, in boxes in my own kitchen.
He gives a faint smile, as if it's nothing, and shifts to sit more comfortably on the floor. Your makeup's a little smudged. I know.
Didn't even give me a chance to say anything. I think I was going to offer to help, and he was like, no.
No. No need. I'm fine like this. Don't worry. His sharp reply leaves me stunned. I don't push it. He lowers his gaze for a moment. A brief silence follows. Then Ren speaks again, voice low, almost casual. So you're not going to tell me what happened to you, are you?
A scary man with purple eyes and a cigarette will come get me.
My eyes drift to the warm cup in my hands. It wasn't a big deal. I just got a little lost trying to come back here, and I don't know, I guess I wandered somewhere I shouldn't have. Maybe some gang's turf or something like that. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem like it's the first time that's happened to you. Is it that obvious? Usually people come out a bit more shaken from things like that. I wonder if that's some lore about the MC. I see. Did you also get lost a lot before? I mean, where you used to live? No, not really. I lived many years in my old town. I knew every corner like the back of my hand. So you didn't get lost, but you still ended up in places like that, didn't you? My lips stay sealed, and we fall silent for a few seconds. I get it. He stares at me a moment longer, then stretches and calmly stands up. All right, you're ready to survive the night now. I'll head back to my apartment so you can rest. Hey, Rin? Thanks. Don't thank me. Anyone would have done the same. He walks to the door, but just before his hand reaches the knob, he speaks again with a hint of hesitation. Hey, Espoir, do you remember anything about the guy who attacked you? Not much. It was pretty dark. I could barely make out a silhouette. I tried to recall a bit more. He wasn't very tall, almost my height, and he reeked of cigarettes.
Do you know this fool, Rin? You know this fool? He blew cigarette smoke in my face.
Why? Do you have any idea?
No, sorry. Nothing special. Whenever you want to go that far again, let me know. I'll come with you, all right?
Yeah, thanks. Before leaving, he stops and throws me one last smile.
If you die, I'm not going to your funeral. They depress me. So don't even think about it.
All right, I'll be sure to live for a few more centuries.
The door closes. And why would I even care if he comes to my funeral or not? Weird. I let out a small laugh as the warm steam from the tea fills my nose, and for the first time since I moved, the silence doesn't feel so hostile. With one last sip, I finish and I set the cup down on the little table in front of me. I should probably head to bed, but it's so cozy here. I finish spreading the blanket properly and curl up beneath it. What a strange day.
I almost died. Okay, end of day 1. Does anything change if I stay silent with a purple-eyed cigarette man?
I stay quiet. My throat tightens completely, fear squeezing my chest so hard I can't force out a single word. My breathing turns ragged, trembling. My legs refuse to move.
Good. Thanks for making it easier.
I don't have time to react. I feel the cold barrel press against the back of my neck.
Gosh dang it. Well, I'm dead.
The world tilts. I collapse like a rag doll. A strange warmth spreads from where the bullet hit. Blood fills my mouth. I cough, choking on it.
Well, I guess that's what happens. How dare you? Bad ending, scum. I was too frightened to speak. So this is what happens if you're kind of mean to Rin and then say, no one's ever loved me.
Rin.
Oh, I said such mean things to him. I'm sorry, Rin. I'm sorry that I told you that you should change yourself to make other people comfortable.
The albino boy reaches the foot of a desolate, shadowy corner. His steps are sluggish and mechanical, as if he's moving on nothing but impulse. Suddenly, the distant slam of a closing door halts him in his tracks. His clouded red eyes lower to the jacket, still clutched in his hands. It slips from his grasp and falls to the ground, with a sound as soft as a feather. His legs buckle, and he lets himself collapse onto the cold floor.
Don't listen to me, sweetheart. Image Ren CGS7 not found. Even the picture is depressed. Even the CG doesn't want to show up. It's so sad.
You too. You think I'm a monster as well, don't you?
I'm sorry. Even the CG didn't want to face me. Oh.
I just noticed the gallery here. Look how cool this is. Hey, there's that jerk. Look how neat this is.
Was there a fourth one here?
Oh, is this the CG that didn't want to face me? Is this the CG that was so sad it didn't want to show up? I'm sorry. Cool.
Whomst? Oh, wait a minute. Why is this picture showing up here? Is all this stuff the lore? This is the thing that jump scared me. What is the significance of the drowning butterfly? Was that their silhouette appearing upon the water?
Oh, Leah doesn't have any pictures yet. Cool. I love Hanahaka disease. Oh, look. A butt. A butt who's on a path to lung cancer.
This theme's cool, though.
Cool.
Well, that was that day 2? Well, that was the newest update after the first video. If that was day 1, I don't know if I should call this day 2 then. I don't know. But that was the newest update of Bajo las Rosas. I like saying that title. Bajo las Rosas.
And the plot thickens. What am I running away from? Who is this person looking at me? Why was that guy so rude and why didn't I punch him in the stomach? But also, what's going on with Ren?
Well, if you would like to follow this developer, there will be a link to their socials in the description of this video. And if you would like to watch me play even more amazing visual novels, feel free to... Maybe I should stop messing up the gosh darn outro. I'm very, very tired. Oh, I am still recording this.
Editor me, you'll cut this part out, right? You'll tell them that liking and subscribing will help improve my channel and help YouTube show my channel to other people and get us closer to 1,000 subscribers.
I'm kind of tired. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.